Okay.
Okay, so who am I? I'm Jasmine. I'm Jasmine V. I'm graduate from USM Applied Physics, and then I've joined this industry and become a certified estate planner in 2018. So it's a big jump in my career, but I enjoy it so much because from dealing of engines, data to now I'm dealing with people. So this career really gives me a very insight of everybody life, you see. So today, throughout the session, we will try to explain it with our own experience or even with our own personal planning, so that it's easier and understandable by everyone. So I hope this can bring more ideas or bring more, how to say, link to our own life planning. Okay, so then I'll have our second speaker, which is Sarah Uy. Welcome our Sarah Uy. Sarah, are you there?
Hello. Sorry,
Hey, I saw Ki Fui. Welcome, Ki Fui.
Okay,
I remember you.
Okay, Jasmine, you finish introduce yourself?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I have welcome and clap on for you already. Sarah, welcome, your turn.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Sarah Uy. So I'm today's speaker and I'm the certified estate planner. Okay. So may I know, all of you, you are the first time to listen to us or last week you attended our talk? I want to know. Attended. Okay. Many first time. Many are first time. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So Jasmine, shall I start?
Yep, you just start the session.
Okay, so I start the session. So we start with, what is a will? Okay, do you know what is a will? Okay, so actually a will is a declaration of love. Okay? Okay, so you can list down all your wishes, okay, in your will, and it will take effect after death. Okay, so this is will. So we can review and revise our will at different stages in life. So by example, when we get married, okay, we revise our will because we have our loved one. So when we having kids or we purchase a new property, so etc. Okay, we have this kind of things, then we can review and revise our will. Okay, so this is a will. So as we said, we can express our love, and you can choose to express it as your own wish or as per government wish. Okay, why we say that? So you have two options. So first option, without will. So if without will, you have to follow Distribution Act 1958. Okay, and the document we apply, we call LA, Letter of Administration. And the process, it takes around 12 to 36 months. Okay, so the Distribution Act chart as below. Okay, this is the chart. So example, if you only have spouse, you don't have children, don't have parents, so spouse will be your beneficiary, your only one beneficiary. Okay, if you have spouse and parents, but you know children, so both of them will get half. Okay, if you only have children, okay, no spouse, no parent, so your children will get all your estate. Okay, this is the Distribution Act. So if you only have parents, so your parents will get all that. So if you only have spouse and parents, no children, your spouse will get 1/3, okay, and your children will get 2/3. Okay, and if you have parents and children, so your parents same, get 1/3 and children will get 2/3. So many of us, we have spouse, we have children, and we have parents. So the distribution will going to 50% for your children, 25% for your spouse, and 25% for your parents. So this is the Distribution Act 1958. Okay. So you have another option is with a will. So if you choose to write a will, okay, so then you will follow your own wishes to distribute your estate. So if you have will, the court order, the document to apply, we call GP, grant of probate. So the time period is around 3 to 6 months. Okay, so the document, the chart is by your own self. Sorry. Okay, so you may call it as your own distribution act. Okay, just now that one is government distribution act. So if you write your own will, then you can have your own distribution act. Meaning to say you can write, you want to give how many percent or how much to your wife. Okay, so in this chart, this is the example. You can give your wife 5,000 per month. You can give to your children maybe 2,000 per month, or at their age of 18, they can get 10%, the down payment to buy a car. 21 years old, get another 20%. 25 years old, get another 30% for housing loan, for the housing loan, and 30 years old, they get remaining percentage. And you can also put in your parents in your will, okay, to take care of them. Every month, give them 2,000 and let them stay in your house. Okay, this is your wishes. Okay, so in writing a will, we always, so when a person dies, his asset will be frozen. Okay. Sorry, too fast. Okay. Sorry. In writing a will, we always focus on the distribution. Correct or not? Because we want to distribute our assets, so we write a will. So we always focus on our distribution and how and when, how much we're going to give, but we forgot about the two VIP person in the will, the most important person. So they are our executor and our guardian. Okay? When a person passes away, all assets will be frozen. So the family member will not inherit the asset automatically. Okay, it will not, it's not automatically. So if you attended our last week talk, our last week sharing, so you know that after all assets frozen, your family will facing some liquidity problem, the cash problem. Example, funeral expenses, settle the debts, okay, lawyer fee, etc., etc. Okay, so how, now the asset already frozen. So how to unlock our frozen asset? Okay, let's see. So actually we need to apply court order. The court order is to unlock the frozen asset. Okay, so now who can apply the court order? So it's the representative, you see the show here, the personal representative of the deceased, of course, with the assistance of the lawyer. So we'll apply to the High Court for the court order. So actually there is two different name of representative. Okay, so let's see what is their name. Okay, you see here, when the person die, all the asset frozen. So in order to unlock the frozen asset, we have to apply court order. Okay, so you have two choices again. With will, the first, with will. So if with will, The court order we call grant of probate, GP. Okay, and the representative, we call it executor. So the distribution, we will follow your wishes in the will. Okay. So the other one, without will. If the person die without will, the court order to apply, we call it LA, letter of administration. Okay. And the representative, we call him administrator. So the distribution, we follow the Distribution Act 1958. So as per the chart we showed just now. Okay. So, okay, first, we talk about executor first. Executor. So, executor actually is appointed by us, okay, appointed by you, mentioned in your will. So, executor job is to administer your estate when you're no longer around, okay? So, but although you appointed an executor, he or she still can refuse to be your executor. Okay, they have their rights. They can refuse to be the executor when you're no longer around due to their personal reason. Okay, they have so many reasons. Okay, so they refuse. So when you appoint, you already appoint, you write a will, you appoint the executor, an individual to become your executor, but they may refuse. So how to solve this problem? Okay, you say, oh, must write a will. Now I have a will already. I have my executor, but now my executor refused. So what is the solution? How to solve this issue? Okay, we have one solution for you. To prevent unnecessary legal costs and delay, you can appoint a trustee company, okay, as a last substitute executor. Example, you appoint A as your Mr. A, you appoint Mr. A as your main executor, and you put trustee company like Rock Wills as a backup. Okay, Rock Wills trustee as a backup. So in case A refuse or cannot make it due to any reason, you still have a trustee company as a backup to act as your executor. So this is our solution for you. Okay. Now we talk about administrator. Administrator is the representative of without will. Okay. So when a person passes away without will, okay, so who will be the administrator? Okay, it is appointed among the beneficiary. Okay, among the beneficiary here, yeah. So they appointed one as a as a administrator. So it can be any of the beneficiary here or any interested party. Meaning to say, you can appoint outsider as the administrator also. Not necessarily have to be all the beneficiary lah. Okay, next. Appointing an administrator is not an easy task. Why? Okay. Okay, why? First, because all beneficiary must give written consent to appoint the administrator. Okay, so cannot be just a verbal agreement. Okay, it's cannot like you say no, I don't want to be the administrator. So cannot. You must written consent. Okay. Okay. Second, if all beneficiary are 18 and above, then still okay. Just need one administrator will do. Okay. But if not all your beneficiary are 18 and above, what happened? That is, you need 2 administrators. Okay, but of course, if you appoint a trustee company, a trust corporation as your administrator, and these 2 conditions can be waived lah. Okay, even though you have a beneficiary are 18 and are not all beneficiaries are 18 and above, you still no need 2 administrator if you appoint trust corporation. Okay, so next. Beneficiary who are not applying as administrator have to renounce their rights to administer the estate. Meaning to say, they have to give up their rights. Okay, they have to give up their rights. Administrator is someone who has huge power over the estate. Okay, what is huge power? Why we saying huge power? It is because when the administrator get the court order, we call it LA, all the estate will temporarily transfer to the administrator. Okay, the estate of the disease will transfer everything to the administrator. So then the administrator only transfer back to the beneficiary accordingly. Okay, but before the distribution, with a huge amount of estate, is it possible that this person, this administrator will run away with the money? Can I get some answer? Do you think that, is it possible this person will run away with the money? Okay. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. We have a lot of cases. Okay, thank you. So it's possible. So how? How to protect our family from this? Okay, later we will talk about this solution. Okay. The third one, contention. Okay. With the above reason, dispute might arise as other family members may not agree with the appointment. Okay, like the sister say, okay, I think I'm the eldest one. I want to be the administrator. But the brother also think that he is more suitable. Okay, it's possible. Okay, because all beneficiary want to become the administrator because of the above reason. So all the above situation may lead family fighting and cause a delay in the distribution of asset lah. So this is the problem of the administrator without the will. Okay. So after this, with previous slide, we talked about the huge power of the administrator, right? Okay. So we're afraid that they will run away with the estate. Okay. So here come with the solution. So what solution? 2 sureties are required. Okay. What is sureties? Sureties is grantor. Okay. 2 grantor are required. So let's see who can become the grantor. Okay. Not everyone can become the grantor. Why? It's because the law said if the deceased estate is 1 million, that 2 grantor need to allocate each 1 million, means they need to, 1 grantor each have to prepare 1 million, allocate 1 million, okay, to park into the administrative bond. Okay, why need to do so? Why need to park 2 million in the administrative bond? It's because in case the administrator run away, the bond is to pay to the beneficiary. So it's scary, right? Okay, so we do not know who is the administrator, or even we know who is the administrator, how to ensure that he or she won't run away? How we ensure that? We don't know. Okay, so now question. Would you like to be your friend's or relative grantor? Yes or no? Would you like to be your relative or friend's grantor? No one. Okay. So no, right? No one. So ask another question to yourself. If you do not have a will, who willing to be your grantor? Do you have someone in mind? You don't want to be some other people grantor, right? But if you do not have a will, who willing to be your grantor? Okay, so this is a question for you to bring back. Huh? Okay, so this chart is the comparison between the grant of probate and letter of administration. Grant of probate is a court order with a will. So letter of administration is a court order without will. Okay, so let's see grant of probate. Grant of probate apply where there is a will and an executor. Executor will apply the grant of probate. So executor minimum 1 and maximum 4. Okay, maximum 4. They can act jointly, means 4 together, but we not recommend that. Beneficiary are not required to give consent to the appointment. Okay, so no surety required, no guarantor required, and the duration to apply the grant of probate is 4 to 6 months. Okay, so the simple procedure and distribute asset according to the will. Okay, according to your wishes. So the other letter of administration, apply by administrator when there is no will. Okay, so we call it LA lah. So the administrator, we need 1 or 2. So like I mentioned just now, if all your beneficiaries are above 18, so you only need 1. But if not all, you have some beneficiaries under 18, so you will need 2 administrators. All your beneficiary give consent and renounce their rights to the administrator. Okay, they have to give up their right and then they have to agree, written consent, okay, to appoint this person as the administrator. So, and also need 2 surety, 2 guarantor is needed. And the duration to apply this LA is 1 to 2 years. Okay, lengthy procedure and distribute asset according to the Distribution Act. Okay, like just now I show you guys. List of executor duty. So the executor roles is to ensure that whatever is written in your will is carried out accordingly. So the duty are listed below. Okay, so we explore it together. First, executors to instruct lawyer to inform financial institution that may have a charge or lien over the asset to the debt. After that, liaise with the family, okay, to provide all the documents. Sometimes family cannot find some documents, so it also may delay the probate application. Okay, after that, you gather all the documents, then have to attend the probate hearing. Okay, so attend probate hearing is with lawyer, yeah. After probate granted and later extract by the lawyer, okay, or you will extract it. And then example, protect and insure all asset, okay, review your security and provide management for investment and business, if any. After that, collect income from stock, bonds, dividend, okay, your investment, or your investment. Then after that, file personal income tax return and secure personal income tax clearance for the testator, for the deceased. Then advertise notice to creditors. Because why we need to advertise? Because we need to announce to all the creditors, say, oh, this person passed away, okay? So you have to pay all the debts to the creditors. So this is the procedure must do, advertise, okay, in the newspaper. After that, you have to help to pay tax, debts, liability, accordance to the priority to the debts and liability. Then only we pay everything, okay? Only the remaining asset you distribute to according to the will, okay? Distribute remaining asset. And set up and administer trust if directed by will. So if you have set up a trust in the will, we call it testamentary trust, then you have to administer the trust. So the trust, just now I mentioned, set up an administration and trust. This one later Jasmine will tell you guys more about this. Okay. And duty end, this is important. Duty end if no new asset is discovered. Liability as executor is still ongoing while acting as executor. What it means? What it means, this is very important, okay? It's not like you act as executor and then you pay everything, then you distribute, then your job is end. No, okay? Why? what it means by executor is still ongoing. Okay, let me share you an example, a story. Okay, I have a friend. He acting as an executor for his best friend. The best friend died, okay? So after settle everything, he distribute the remaining, okay? Like just now we say, distribute the remaining asset to the beneficiary. Okay, everything 搞定, okay? Sweet, good. But after 7 years, what happened? He received a letter from a LHDN said that he didn't clear some of the tax of the deceased. Okay, he didn't clear the tax for his friend. So now want him to settle the tax is around few thousand, okay? So question again, in this scenario, who should bear this? Is executor or the family should bear? Can you all answer me? You think that this, who should bear this? The executor, my friend, or the family? Okay, actually it's executor, yeah, it's executor because executor, the responsibility for the executor is to clear everything before distribute the remaining asset. Okay, so so it's very sad. Okay, actually he just helped the friend. Okay, so this is the responsibility he know. So now if he go back to the family to tell all this lah, say okay, oh sorry because that time I miss out this. So will the family member blame him or pay him? Do you think the family member will pay him? This one I don't know. Okay, if you are the family member, will you pay him? So this is a big question mark, big question mark. So it's really not easy task for the executor. So some is very good, you will, okay, yeah, to be fair, actually, yes, but we don't know. Okay, so we have to bear in mind that executor have also need to do these things, maintain the separate trust account, to provide return status to beneficiary, to prepare and maintain full set of accounts, to prepare and file estate income tax return, and prepare financial statements for the estate. A lot of things, okay? So after all this, do you still interested to become an executor? See who ah? Okay. True also? Yeah, okay. So basically it's no lah. Okay, it's no. It's not an easy task. Okay, with what I have shared just now, it is not an easy for individual to become an executor. So let's see the 6 things. Do you have time to do that, to execute to become an executor? Do you have time? Second, do you know your responsibility? Number 3, do you know the law? Number 4, do you know the administration skill? Number 5, are you good at paperwork? Okay. Number 6, and who you can seek help from. If you have any question or you're not sure, who can you seek help from? Okay, so that's the reason why most of the people choose Rockville Trustee as the executor or the substitute executor. Okay, this is our solution. So now I have a scenario here to, let's just see. Okay, the scenario here is testator, so it's a deceased lah, okay? We call it Mr. X. Mr. X appointed A as his main executor and appointed B as his substitute executor. So substitute means it's a backup, it's a backup. So now Mr. X died. Okay, so A should execute the Mr. X estate, right? But unfortunately, A resigned. He refused to act as the executor of Mr. X. So what happened? So if he resigned, executor B have to take over lah. Okay. And unfortunately, B died. Okay, B died before Mr. X. So what happened? What happened to Mr. X estate? Who will execute Mr. X estate? So we come, okay, we come with two solution. If executor B with will or without will. Let's see if without will. If executor B do not have a will and he died, the beneficiary in X, in Mr. X will, have to appoint administrator. Okay, it's like no will. Okay, you have to appoint, the beneficiary have to appoint administrator, and the court order is to apply LA. Okay, they're supposed to apply GP, right? But because of this situation, the beneficiary have to appoint administrator and apply LA. So let's see if executor B with a will, okay, die with a will. So B executor, executor B executor, okay, B's executor will take over all. Okay, if B executor take over, he agreed to take over, okay, so it will continue to administration of Mr. X estate. Okay, if B executor refuse, he said, hey, I don't know Mr. X, why should I go and help Mr. X? I don't know him, I don't want, I refuse, I don't want. So what happened? B executor have to refuse to act not only for X but also B estate. Okay, meaning to say B executor, he must either accept both or reject both. Okay, it's hard now because also quite kasian, but we have no choice. This is law. So if he refuse, so he have to refuse both, and the beneficiary have to follow the right hand side here, the appoint administrator and then apply LA. So in this scenario, okay, we can know that if we choose a person to do the task to become our executor, they may refuse or they may die before us. Okay, so it is very important to appoint the trust corporation to do as our backup. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so summary, think wisely before we appoint this important role. Okay, before I pass to Jasmine, I have a real story to share with y'all. Okay, this is our client. So a couple, okay, an old couple. So this couple, they have 4 children. To them, they want to make the kids feel they do things fairly, very fair for them, okay? So they make 4 of them joint executor. So just now we mentioned that the maximum executor is 4 person. So this couple, they have 4 sons. So they make it 4 of them as a joint executor. So unfortunately, uncle died, okay? So the family, the problem now is they have to move as the whole family to settle the will. Okay. So furthermore, they have to come to agreement in all scenario. Okay, example, to sell the house or to keep the house, this cause so much argument between the sibling. Okay, they argue between the sibling. So they become not so close together. And now the wife so regret. The auntie very regret. The auntie said that why we chose this way. We should put each other as our first main executor, then only our son as a backup, as a substitute. But this one too late. Okay, they created the harmony family. Auntie uncle really created a harmony family. But now the absence of the uncle, the father, has destroyed the harmony. So the children fight and not getting along anymore. Okay, this is sad story. So this is definitely not their initial thought lah. Okay, so now I will pass the floor to Jasmine. Okay, the other important, very, very important person of mine. Okay, so welcome, Jasmine.
Can you hear me?
Can you?
Where is the floor? The floor is on my floor. It's on my floor. It's under my feet.
Okay.
Hi, Kofui. Hi. I remember it was in our last section. Okay. So, everyone still good? Is she good? Can you all give a clap to her? Still awake? Yeah. Thank you. Wow,
Thank you
you
very
see, they
much.
give you so many claps.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so now let me share my screen. Sorry, keep on show you my face. I should show you my screen. Okay. So everyone can still hear me? Can see my slide? Is everything okay? Before I start, let's check first. Okay. Okay, everything is okay. So the most important person in the view see the answer. Okay. Okay, so who is the guardian? Why we need a guardian? Okay, so maybe a lot of people they will say, okay, so maybe a lot of people they will say, no, I don't need any guardian because my kids is grown up, they can handle their own self, they don't need any supervision anymore. Okay, so but let's see what's our Malaysia legal law state. Okay. Okay, so in our Infant Act 1961, it mentioned that children under age of 21, they need a guardian. So what should a guardian do? So the duty of the guardian included custody, support, education, and help. Okay, so I'll go into one by one. Okay. 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 So the first one is the custody. Is the music now okay? Is it fine now? Okay, yeah. Okay. So the first one is the custody. So what is the custody? Custody in Chinese we call 监护 lah. Yeah. So custody it means it included the legal custody, physical custody, and also access of visitation right. So usually this one is only come out when the person divorced and the court say, okay, what is the things that the parents can do. So in this term guardian custody is that what the guardian need to do legally is to give authorization. Do you guys are aware that when we go to school, we need to sign a form, say that, okay, I allow the kids to go to school, then or we need the authorization when we go for hospital, yeah, because the kids is small, younger than 21 years old. So we still need to give consent letter to the hospital to do surgeries or any treatments. Yeah. Okay. So next, support. The guardian is also needed to provide support to the kids. Okay. So what is mental support? Maybe to us we just think, okay lah, guardian, it's fine lah, I just take care of the kids, right? Actually, the support is very important. Even the parents around, right? So they need mental support. Like I have like I'm not sure about guys. I have to talk to my mom about it and ask for my mom how to deal with this and that. So you see, girls we need a lot of mental support. Maybe to guys when they come to like mom, which one to choose? I got so many admire. So they need your support as well. So um we can't just leave it the kids just like okay, I support you just by saying. So mental support is very important. Okay. So third, education. In terms of education, to me, I would like to separate it into two different things. One is about school, okay? One is in our house. For school, what kind of education that you would like your kids to enroll? Say private school, international school? You want them to enroll a local uni or overseas uni? So we have different choices and different ideas to upbringing our kids and what is the education that we want them to enroll and what kind of life that we hope they can live after their school, right? So this is very important that the guardian have to understand. Or you can just, if you don't have anything stated, the guardian will just do their own decision. Yeah, we can't control them as is not in our control anymore. You see? Okay. So how about our daily life education in your house? How you bring up your kids? Like my way, I like to let my kids to have very independence. They will know how to do their chores. They will know even like yeah, like especially stay with that if conditions. Okay. Okay. So next, oh, like, can you hear me? The line is a bit lag at my side today. Hello, is it fine now? Is all okay? Can you see my screen? My screen is now at health. Okay, ready? Okay, good. Okay, thanks. Sorry, yeah, sorry for that. I think it's a bit raining. Every time raining, my area here it will have you'll have like a internet go way high and down like roller coaster. Okay, okay. So can you see the education? Okay. So did you hear me finish up this education? Okay, good. Okay, so now I will share about this. Oh, time in between cannot hear it. Okay, maybe I'll restart again. Sorry, let me restart again. So for education, we will choose what kind of education that our kids want to go. You see, so what kind of education you want the local school, overseas school, local U, or you want to go for a private university, or you want to choose for homeschooling. So all this is the decision that we as a parents we will make, right? But when we no longer around, is the guardian aware of our educational style? Is the guardian educational background same like us? Because they will be the one who make the decision for the education. Yeah. So for the house, what is the way of you teaching your kids for your daily routine? Are they independent enough to handle all the chores, or are they have the maids around them to settle all the chores for them? So we have to know, is the same living condition it will be passed on to the kids after the demise. Yeah, it's a bit the topic is a bit sad. So but it's all right, we just need to fix it. I believe that this condition is, I mean, it's something is when we listen, it's like, oh, it's not good to listen, not good to hear. But we plan it well, and the will know that we plan it, you can be rest in peace. That's why you have the meaning of rest in peace. You see. Okay, so I'll move to next. Yeah. So the next one is the health. So what is your idea of health? To somebody, I want to live a healthy life. That means I need to exercise every day. I need to eat healthy, 5 colors food, and then I must have like 8 hours or 7 hours of sleep. Okay, but to somebody it's okay as long as that person can eat, can sleep, can walk, can go to school, is healthy. Okay, other than that, it's okay. Can eat whatever junk food, McDonald's, or play games all day round. It's fine. To me, he is healthy. So you have to know that guardian will take care of his health. This is part of the things that guardian will included in his duty. So it's very important when you choose. Okay. So come to the question: who will be the guardian? Okay, who will be the guardian? There is two ways of choosing. One is appointed by court. Second one is testamentary guardian. Let's go into appointed by court. Okay, first is automatically is the surviving parents. So the court will definitely, without any application, they will also give to the surviving parents. Yeah. Second, if the surviving parents is no longer around, then they will pass to whoever applied. Of course, you can't say, okay, I just come and say I want to take care of these kids. No, you have to give a valid reason. That means maybe the auntie, uncle, or even the normal, what you call that, the nanny that take care of the kids. Okay, they can apply with a valid reason that they bring interest, or they can bring benefit to the kids lah. Yeah. Okay, what about no one apply? When I say it doesn't mean that nobody want the kids. Yeah, no one apply, that means us, let's say our parents. Okay, if anything happens to us, our parents is definitely the first one who come out and say, I will be the one who handle your kids. Yeah, but do they know they need to apply, or they will say, I just, it's okay, don't worry, with them is fine. When kids go to school, when the kids, okay, okay, when the kids go to school, or when the kids need the authorization letter for hospital treatments. If no one apply, that means only by that time they need a signed document. No valid guardian can give the authorization. So what can the kids go for that? That means you delay their uni time, right? But can we delay their treatments, the hospital operation? Okay. So next, yeah. So next, what if the surviving parents, okay, is a gambler, okay, surviving parents is nebulous, or is a child abuse? When the court decide for the kids, right, he might not know the character or the behavior of the surviving parents. So can the kids at the young age, right, tell that no, I don't want this father, because they might cannot voice out, they cannot say what they want or don't want, right? It's not up to their choice. So we have to think for them, what can they do, how to protect them in such condition. Yeah. So second choice is testamentary guardian. Okay, testamentary guardians, that means with will, you write it, you stated it inside your will. Yeah. So of course, automatic surviving parents as well. Yeah. But if just now I just mentioned the father is a gambler, then that means the what you call that, the surviving parents is not suitable to become a, what you call that, the guardian for the kids, because we do not want to ruin the kids life, right? So what can we do? In the will, we can put in a valid reason that we want to exclude the surviving parents to be the guardian. Okay, so now you can have a choice. Of course, it's in the will, it's a wish, it's not definitely, but the court can have an idea is what is really happening. Okay, it's not really up to the choice of course it's still up to the choice of the court, but now you have put in the condition. Yeah, so the executor or the guardians, the other guardians can come and fight for the child right using this valid reason. Okay, okay, so in the condition, that means if it's not the surviving parents, yeah, who can we choose? Let's say in some scenario, unfortunately both parents pass away in accident, just like this happens very recent. Yeah, so the kids is still young. What can they do? Do they survive themselves? All right, first person that come into our picture, or the first person that will come into picture, is our grandparents. Can you see the Superman? Yeah, to me my parents is always like Superman. Okay, they will just say, okay, I can handle, no worry, I can do everything for you. But we have to bear in mind that when the kids grow up, our parents is growing old. By the time they are dealing with their health condition, right, can they still deal with the kids turbulence or turbulence? Well, that time when the grandmother say no, they will say yes. When the grandmother say yes, they will say 10 times no. So can they handle or not? So in such situation, right, we can always have a backup. Okay, so first we name our grandparents. Yeah, their grandparents are, that means our parents. Yeah, then you can tell your parents that they can always say no. Okay, according to their condition, they can say no, I can't really. So the backup can step in, so it's not like a deadlock. Okay, other than that, we can choose also our siblings lah. You can see these siblings, right? Either uncle, the kid's uncle, or aunties. But we just have to look at the conditions of the uncle and aunties. Are they fit enough, or are they happy to take in more children if they already have, like, say, 2 or 3 children with them? Yeah. So we can also think of our best friend. You see, when we say about best friend, we say best friend forever. So can your best friend step in a role as a guardian? For me, my client, there are like a few of them did put their friends, because to him or the friend is stay very near to them, and they have kids that grow up together, and also the friend is the one who know the kids character also, because they used to play together and bonds together. See? So this is also a choice. Of course, there is still a lot of other choices that you can do. Yeah, it just depends. You just need to think out of the box. Fix is not final. You still can revise along the way. Yeah. Okay. So when we anyway, okay. So now let's see, how can we choose the best guardian? Just now we mentioned already person, right? Different kind of person that we can choose. Now we will see what is the criteria that can give us idea which guardian to choose. First is the relationship. How is the relationship with the kids? Do you want to choose someone that when the kids see them, right, they will run away already? There's some person is like this one. Their face is very fierce one. Whenever you talk about that person, the kids already like, no, 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 thank you, thank you, thank you, no, 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 no. So we have to, we have to put into scenario, we have to think like, oh yeah, who is that person? Okay, have a good relationship. Who can make jokes with our kids? Who can we can teach them? Yeah. Location. Second is the location. Do you want to choose a location which is overseas? Say my sister is at overseas. Can I put my overseas sister as my guardian? Yes, you can. But what will happen? The accident happens so quickly, right? I mean, you wouldn't know when is the last day. Is the sister have the time to to come back and arrange all the arrangement to bring your kids overseas, to have all the documents ready. So it's not advisable to put your overseas relative or siblings to as a guardian. Okay. The financial the financial of the guardian of the kids is provided by the parents. But what about financial of the guardian? Why is it important? Imagine your the guardian is very busy chasing money, yeah, and then you have financial problems. You always have to worry for the premium. Think he can manage your kids properly? Do you have hearts to raise your kids correctly? Right? Cannot say correctly, like it's just that can they bring up your kids a very good value, or let them have a very good life, right? Or your kids is actually being asked to work in worst scenario. Okay. Okay. So the last to me is the most important thing is time. Do you want to put a guardian that is very busy, a, a top performer in a company, a CEO, to become your guardian? Can that CEO step down, or can she handle your kids when she is all out for work? We as a working parents, we also juggling between the families and the career. It's not easy, we know, but as a parents, we will compromise. A lot of time we will compromise, right? We will say, okay lah, for my kids' sake, I will do this, I will not that. But if you are someone guardian, that kids is not yours, right? We will still compromise. Okay, so I'll leave all the questions to you guys, because any answers, right? It's really it's really case by case basis, yeah. So what can we help to ease the guardian work? Imagine if you are someone guardian, will you feel happy if I give you a salary? Okay, so let me check the floor. If you are someone guardian, do you wish that that a person who appoint you as guardian give you some salary, say a monthly salary of yours? Let's say you're earning 5,000, the parent is giving you 5,000 a month to handle the kids. Is it good? Yeah, I got. Yes, of course. So because why I want to say this is because a lot of time, right, when we get okay lah, why is it feel bad? Because I feel like the nanny, not a guardian. Okay, so because a lot of times, right, when we put the name of the guardians, we won't think of like, should I give her money? Maybe I can share you one story of our clients, right? This mother, I really salute her, because to me, I don't go into details, you see. So this mother, she have well-doing, she have few houses. So her intention is she will give the guardian the same salary as the guardian salary. Okay, the guardian is earning 5,000, so she will pay 5,000 to the guardian. Okay, if the guardian really want to quit the job and take care of the kids, is the best lah to her, right? So then she will sell off her house. Okay, once the guardian say, okay, I will take up the role as guardian, she will then ask the trustee to sell off the house. Okay, she will first give 100,000 to the guardian. Oh, so if I am the guardian, I will feel very happy lah. Someone really value me, you see, giving 100,000 to me. I really no need to worry a lot of things already. Okay, but like just now, Lavinia, how to pronounce Lavinia, yeah, she say, right, it feel like a nanny, not a guardian, yeah, because we are like a nanny also, right? I mean, we have to do all the things that, because there's no one other than you who take care of the kids. Imagine the kids is with you, so you have to handle everything. You are nanny, you are maids, you are the maids for the kids, everything. So this task is not a simple task. So a lot of people, they might say, ah, I don't want already. Okay, I do halfway, or maybe I resign. Okay, salute. Okay, sorry, I'm off. So how this mother want to make sure that the whole process, the whole growing until they can be independent is just now he give the 100,000 to the guardian already. Okay, so there's another statement state that upon the child reach 21 years old, they are free from guardianship. Okay, then she will then entitle the remaining of the house, which is because the house that she take up by now the current value is about 600,000. So she had given out 100,000, right? Pay the 500,000 one off to the guardian. To me, I feel he used this kind of way to hold the guardian to the position, because it's really not easy for not parents to take care of other people's kids. Our kids also we cannot control this. Sometimes we will shout already and say, "Why you being like this?" You become a monster. Imagine that's not your parent, not your kids. You will chop them. Just kidding, yeah. So it's really not an easy job, lah. Yeah. Okay. So as a conclusion, there is not easy answer. There will be no perfect solution, because the perfect is we are the parents, right? So what we can do is we still need to put somebody there. We don't want to let the court decide. Yeah. So we check the guardian status. Does the guardian change into different characters? Does the guardian now become a gambler? Then we change. So it's not like you putting on the rock lah. It still can change. Okay. Secondly, we have to speak to the guardian before we name them. Yeah. We don't put the guardian name and then pass away, and then the guardian got the letter and say, "Hey, you are the guardian for the so and so and so kids. Three of them you're the handler." Can you imagine that kind of feelings come to the guardian? I don't think it's good that the guardian know by then. Yeah. So for me, for the person that I name, I have spoke to her that I will put her as guardian, and I also discussed with her the salary lah, so-called salary that I'll give to her. Okay, and after she said okay, yes, then only I'll put her name. To know now yes or no is better than you get the answer when you're no longer around. What can you do? The kids can't do anything anymore. Okay, so it's also good to get your child inputs if they are mature enough, maybe like 11, 12, 13 years old. They are mature enough to give some inputs, right? So we can always ask them who is their preferred one. Okay. You want to be a guardian. Okay. So who want to be your guardian then? Okay. So let me continue. When I say basic, so we very how to say, very congratulations. We finished the two very important person in the will. Okay. Now we know executor. We need to put a very wisely choice. Second is a guardian. We cannot just close our eyes and one person. Okay, I want this person to be my guardian. So next, right? Okay, so this one. So when you have a basic will, right? So what is happening? Let's say first scenario. Okay, what will happening to the kids at above, for the kids who is above 18 years old? Okay, on the 18 years old, they will inherit everything in one lump sum. Okay, this is by law lah, by legally lah, right? By that time, right? Do you think your kids will buy a sport car, find a sexy, pretty girlfriend, okay, go shopping every day? Or you think she will just continue to go disco, what we call now, they call clubbings every day, right? So, of course, this is not what we want. We don't want them to spend our money like water like that, right? But how can you sure for this thing? I have one story. Okay, this story is that it happens in JB. So these parents living a huge amount of insurance policy. So when the eldest one is 18 years old, inherit about he got three kids lah. So one kid is this eldest brother, which is 18 years old, inherit a $1 million. Yeah. So as guys, when you reach 18, you see this 1 million coming in. So what do you think he will do? First of all, the first thing that he do is he go and get a sport car. Okay. So getting sport car is not a bad idea. It's not a bad choice. Okay. But the thing is, when he got the sport car, he killed himself in an accident. Okay. So 2 months later, he meet the parents in heaven. So then we will ask ourselves, is this what we want? Do we want our kids to be do you want our kids to be spoiled just because they got money in one lump sum? Or how you want to control the kids' money? Okay, because imagine we have a house, in front of a house got a money tree. Okay, when you see the money tree, what will you do? Definitely you will go and shake the tree until all the money is gone. For me, I will lah. Yeah, I'm not sure about you. I'll spend the money every day. Okay, so let's see what happened to second scenario for the kids below 18 years old. Okay, we might say that we have a lot of houses. We have a lot of houses. We have a lot of estate. We have bank account. Okay, so let's see. Is my line still good? Still fine. A bit worried about my line here. Just stop me if you just start me if you see my screen is hanging there. Then you can just text me. Okay, just leave the text in the chat and so that I can pause a while and wait for the line. Yep. Okay, thank you for reply. Thank you. Okay, so kids below 18 years old, they cannot inherit the inheritance. Okay, so what will happening then? Yes, we are very good. We are in a very good position. We have settled the guardian issue. So we have to see the maintenance. What is the expenses that we have to take care? Yeah, maintenance. In the maintenance itself, you have a lot of things that you have to take care already. Yeah, let's say the transport fees. Does your kids go to school by a transporter? The kids stay in the school hotel. You need to give him pocket monies. How is the maintenance of the daily life? How much you have to spend? Okay. Secondly, we think about education. How much the kids needs to go study? How much you can allocate for them? Is it at the beginning we thought that okay, we will send the kids to overseas to study maybe in Harvard University, London University. So will the kids have to compromise and study in local U because the education fees is not ready or not prepared, right? We do not want to compromise any of our education, our kids' education fees. Yeah, and also how about their monthly education fees? You see a lot of enrichment class nowadays: piano, dancing, ballet, what else? Legos, computer. What you call that? They have computer classes. All this is about fees, money, right? When you have the guardian, do you rely on the guardian to come up with the money? No. With all the job is like a nanny, is like a maid already, and you tell the guardian, hey guardian, please take out your own pocket money from your bank, or take the money from your bank or your hard-earned money to pay for my kids, because my kids needs to learn ballet, needs to learn piano, needs to go for a private school. They are not not from a normal government school. You can't, because it's a burden to the guardian, you see. So next is the medical expenses. If the kids have any medical issue, where should they take the money to rescue the kids? Right? There's so many news out there saying that they will only treat you when they see the money. This is true. We have a real case in back in our office. Yeah, the kids flew. I mean, they flew the kids to Singapore to get treatments, but before they have any treatment, they say, I want you to pay this certain amount of money to us first before we do the treatment for the kids. It's so lucky that one of the member from our agency, agency, that the aunt, actually she is the aunt, but she paid 500 Sing dollar with her own money. So how many of us have that extra money to spend for other people kids, you see? So this is something very this is something that we have to really think of it first before things happens. Yeah, when we come to all this kind of question, we always think that this question is so hard, I just don't want to think about it. You just make me think of so many things now. I will always tell my client, if you don't think now, do you think your kids will think when next time when you're no longer around? Can your kids make decisions? No, right? Okay. So we have two types of solution for you. One is testamentary trust. Second is family trust. Okay, I will explain further. So what is testamentary trust? Testamentary trust is that okay, what can we use the testamentary trust for? First, I will show you what can we use the testamentary trust for. First of all is we can delay the inheritance until a condition has been made. For example, I will only, like just now the 18 years old, we don't want the kids to take 1 million on 18 years old, right? So we will say, okay, when the kids reach university, I will give a lump sum money, 50,000. Okay. Or you say, okay, I will pass him all the money when he married with so and so. Okay. So second condition, we can provide partial inheritance at several points of times. This is what like Sarah mentioned just now. Of the 18 years old, you give 10%, 21 years old, you give another 10% or 20% for him to start work, to maybe to start a new business. Then 25 years old, maybe he want to get married, then you give a front money, like a money for him to prepare his wedding. Then when 30 years old, then only you give all to them. Okay. So the third one is to provide regular financial provision to beneficiaries. So this one is that, like just now we mentioned, the ongoing money that every month there is certain amount that need to spend by the kids, right? So we don't say, okay, take whatever you like from my account. So that means there is no control. They can use it to buy a handphone and they change it for next month. So we can set, like say, okay, this they can only allow to use 3,000 per month, okay, or 4,000 a month for educational purposes, maintenance purposes, or medical condition. You can set, yeah. So how is this testamentary trust work? Is that upon death, right? At first, of course, the testator will set up the testamentary trust, and then upon death and after the estate administration, that means after the executor run all the work listed just now, yeah, then only he will hold and manage the based on the instruction. So they will then pass on to the family lah. Okay, so how you want to pass, according to stages or according to age, yeah. So the whole process is, first you have a will with testamentary trust. A will with testamentary trust, we call it comprehensive will. Yep. So upon death, the asset will be frozen. So then it takes 4 to 6 months to get the GP, grant of probate. After the grant of probate, then you can settle the debts. Yep. So after settle the debts, it takes about 6 to 12 months. It's about 1 year already. Then finally reach the testamentary trust. So we have to bear in mind that this testamentary trust only kick in after the whole process. Yep, it will be on the last stage lah. Yeah. Okay. Solution 2, which is family trust. Okay. Okay. So just now in the first the slide previously, I mentioned that we have to pay debts. Okay. So the liquidity have to use to pay all the debts. You have to pay the mortgage loan, credit cards loan, hire purchase, personal loans, and all these loans. Yeah, and also pay the LHDN. This is the biggest. We call it in Cantonese. We call it tai long lah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Of course, the funeral expenses, the lawyer's fees, the changing name fees, all this we have to wait. The money have to wait after settle the whole black color only reach to your family. Yeah. But what is family trust? If you're using family trust, it means that the whole liquidity that you have that in the trust will directly pass to your family. Okay. Can you see the smiling face? Okay. Okay. So how does the family trust work? Upon set up, okay, no need die. Upon set up, we will do the trust deed and we'll put in assets lah. Okay. Two, we will assign the fund to the trustee. Yeah. Upon trigger events like commortize, TPD, total permanent disability, or missing, then the trustee can start to work already. They already can start to give money to the beneficiary, which is our family lah. Yeah. Okay. So how does it work? The process is that upon death, the trust will kickstart, and then it will immediate distribution. So the whole process take about 1 to 2 months. So in this process, we can solve the immediate issue for the kids when he need the money for daily expenses, for education funds, for the fees. We don't need to say, okay, you wait, your mother money haven't come out yet. Okay, you don't go to study first. No, we don't need, because the money come out immediately. This is what we really want for our kids, which is immediate support financially to them. Yeah. So how the trust work is that you will put the fund. So what can become a fund? Your insurance policy, your cash, your unit trust, company shares, or any immovable properties. Yeah, all this will then set to trustee company. They will on hold. They will hold it. Upon the trigger event, like just now I mentioned, you will then give to the family. Yeah, in the 2 months lah, within the 2 months. So with a trust, the asset will not be frozen. We don't need to go and get the court order, which is a GP. We can get the immediate distribution, and also we can do the controlled distribution. Yeah. So I just want to end this financial support to the kids with be responsible for our kids. Yeah, it's our kids, our responsible. Okay. So to conclude the whole things, I just want to say, a lot of time when we do the estate planning, we will just say, okay, I plan already. Yeah. Maybe out of 10, 5 will say, I plan already. I got this free one. I write it myself. It's okay to get a free one. It's okay to write it yourself. Okay. As long as it is a valid will. But can your will have the function of planning, protect your kids, and preserve your wealth until the kids is grown up? Okay, so this is something that you have to be aware of, the planning of all. Yeah. So thank you for all the people who come here for the sharings. Okay, so maybe we will see. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Let me check on our Q&A. Any questions? Okay, so maybe we'll see. Okay, so just this one. There's someone asking, sorry, I don't understand who will be the executor. Maybe Sarah, you want to answer this? I think this one we can answer.
Yeah. Okay. Executor is you appoint in your will. So who will be your executor? You choose yourself. You can choose your family member. You can choose your spouse. You can choose a trust corporation, trustee company. It's up to you. Okay?
Okay. So then this Kapin is asking, any age requirement to choose as executor?
Age of executor is above 18.
18?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the executor to be a valid executor, he need to be 18 years old, and to be guardian, he need to be 25 years old. Yeah. Okay. So I would like to answer these questions. An insurance company pay immediately to beneficiary anyway without the needs of a trustee. Yes. So insurance company will pay immediately. So then it will go back to my if you remember my scenario 1, where the kids will get the money immediately. Okay. Unless the beneficiary that you mentioned in the policy is not kids. Did I answer your question, Kifui? Okay, good. Okay, so there's another one. How does a trustee company charges? There is an official rate by trustee association. Yeah, so different trustee company, they have different charges. So one thing for sure is that they have a charges that they will upfront tell you. That means you can ready the charges, or you can prepare the money lah, in another way of saying. Okay, so there is not hidden cost. So they will tell you upfront, okay, how much they will charge you. Yeah, so different company will have different rate. Okay. So if you'd like to know this, you can PM us, we can send you the table.
We will email them their question, right?
Yeah.
Answer them in the email.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So this Tan Chun Li, as what I observed, after my grandparents died, none of my uncle or auntie became administrator. None of them is administrating or applying court order, but they got my parents' money in bank for funeral expenses and distribution. Tan Chun Li, this one I'm not really sure the condition. How is the condition? So probably you didn't see them become the administrator is because they have appoint a lawyer to do so. Okay, so the lawyer, maybe Sarah, you want to answer?
Okay, maybe they really do not administrate their things is because your grandparents only have bank account, and the bank account is joint name with your auntie uncles, and your auntie uncles able to withdraw all the money before it's frozen. So nothing else your parents, your grandparents have other asset, the property. So if this is the situation, only bank money and they already withdraw everything, so no need to administrate, no need to become an administrator anymore. Am I answer your question? Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I have one question here from in the chat box. When children is young, let's say aunt is the executor. When children of age, can the children become executor, and what's the process? You want to answer? So let me see. This one is from Christy Chow, right? When the children is young, let's say aunt is the executor. When the children of age, okay, can the children become the yeah? So if you have written the executor, then you can change it in a will because it's in a will, so you can always go back to your will and put a new executor. Yeah, but you just have to make sure, although the kids is already reached the age, but can the kids know all the procedure or not? This is also another scenario where some clients say, it's okay, my daughter is 21 years old already, she can become the executor. But at the 21 years old, do you think they know where to go, where's the court, what can they do, or will they get different idea from lawyers, how can they do the works, right? So it's not about the age, it's about whether they have the knowledge and can they perform the job.
The long list of the duty.
Yeah, because at the end, how fast can the estate being distributed is based on the executor efficiency already. Yeah. Okay. Okay, maybe we can answer this. Chin Wing Kong. Admin must place a bond as a guarantor. How about if the admin does not have the funds? Oh. So this one, replying to Chim Wing Kong. So it's not the administrator place a bond, it's the surety who place the bond. Okay, the administrator no need to have money, but he have to find two persons that have the money. Okay, did I answer you? So I think, okay. Okay, so then
The rest of the question, we answer them in the email.
Yeah. Because there is some question, I start to scroll everything. Yeah. So we will then put a question. I mean, if you now we will keep this flow open. Okay, so you can put in your question through the Q&A or in the chat. We will then compile all the question and answer. Okay, for those that who like to have a copy of all the question and answer, please leave your email address in the chat box. Okay, we'll then email one by one to you all the questions that we have compiled and the answer. Yeah, because there is some question that you have been asked just now. We can further explain it more. Yeah. So by now we can just give a very brief idea on the answer. So who want to have the full question and answer, we will then email to you guys. Just leave your email in the chat box. We'll do. Yep. And okay. So for those that thank you for those that come for our webinar today. So all you guys are entitled for a free consultations. Okay. So you just need to scan me. You see, she's so pretty. Scan me and get your slot. Okay. Thank you all for staying with us throughout the whole sections. It's quite a long session, but thank you all staying awake and listen until the end. Okay, really appreciate it. Thank you, Yuta, also for the section. Thank you, Iris.
Yeah, thank you, Iris. Bye.
Bye. So we